All right, so every year Medicare undergoes changes that can impact your coverage, prescription cost, and even your access to doctors. From limited approvals for medications to potential penalties for VA and COBRA users, staying informed is key. Our next guest helps thousands of seniors choose Medicare plans, but they can help with so much more. Joining us with details is Justin White, CEO of Senior Health Services. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right, this is going to get messy. And that's the reason why we need people like you, okay? You are one of the best at explaining things, but the bottom line is this is a big program and a lot of people get lost in it, even with the simple things like signing up for Medicare. That's one of the things that you do as an independent brokerage is you help people do that free of charge.
That's exactly right. I mean, people are trying to struggle with the websites, which are supposed to be easy, and they're not, and trying to go down and figure out what form do you need, when to sign up, when not to, when are you in danger of penalties, etc. We just, for free, we will take care of all that and make it a lot easier for them to navigate. No, have to worry about it.
Yeah, speaking of navigation, expensive medications. There's some new things in Medicare and how that's going to be handled.
Yeah, in January, some statutes that were brought into play by the Inflation Reduction Act, they went into effect. And it basically, there was significant cuts in funding for Medicare that went through and sloughed a lot of that responsibility back onto the carriers for the drugs. And so they're going through and using their tools, pre-authorization and step therapy, to make sure that the medications, those expensive brand names, are actually necessary before they approve them. And boy, are we seeing a lot of that right now.
Wow. Okay. Also, the thing that I hear from so many seniors who say, yeah, so I show up to the hospital or show up to my doctor and I discover that they're no longer covered under the plan.
Yeah, isn't that nice? That's another thing that goes on. Doctor networks change all the time, and there'll be different carriers that are having problems at different times, but that is absolutely going on and it's not supposed to happen mid-year, but it does sometimes, where the doctor will go in and say, oh, we don't take that anymore. It's like, oh my gosh, when did this happen? Yesterday or whatever it was. So another thing, people want their doctors, and that's another thing.
Well, that's the person who's been treating you, and you're dealing with some stuff. You don't want somebody picking up brand new with, okay, and what's your mother's name again? I mean, just starting all over again.
Exactly. Oh, it's aggravating. So, and that can happen. The doctors will make that decision, but also the carriers, for whatever reason, they will make decisions. We never know exactly what it is, but we need to just go find that doctor and get that hooked back up again.
Yeah. All right. Medicare and VA coverage.
You know what's wild is that, and I hate this rule, because VA coverage is not considered to be by itself an excuse to not get Medicare Part B and pay for it. So you can be on the VA and just as long as you're going to go there for the rest of your life, you can be on the VA as a benefit. But if you ever want to add Medicare Part B later on, they're going to penalize you. Which is ridiculous. They should absolutely not do that. Hopefully Congress will change that, but that's the way it is right now.
So do you find that some people who are trying to navigate this on their own don't realize that, and they end up getting penalized and go, what just happened?
Totally. They're like, no way that's going to be the way it is. But they will go down, and I've got a long-time colleague that several years ago discovered this, and all of a sudden he's got to pay a penalty because he just didn't know, and he served our country and was on the VA, and just, and once he became eligible for Medicare, he did not know, and then he got hooked up with us, and and there we go.
Yeah, point here, you can help people avoid those mistakes. Also, Medicare and COBRA.
Yes, now COBRA is awesome, although expensive sometimes.
Yeah,
but
it can be
COBRA
very expensive.
Before Medicare is fantastic, right? Because it's a continuation of your coverage. Don't have to worry about pre-X, etc. But once you become eligible for Medicare, the rules change. And so if you're on COBRA, if you're eligible for Medicare and the COBRA word comes up as it pertains to your coverage, call somebody. Call Senior Health Services to make sure, because the way it works changes from before Medicare eligibility, and again, could lead to penalties if you react the wrong way.
Yeah. All right. So with that you just said, like I said, this could get messy. You can help people avoid mistakes. Also, we talked earlier about we have an aging population. The baby boomers are coming in strong. We're coming in hot, right? So you are recruiting agents, whether somebody is looking to start a new career or somebody may have retired but still has work left in them. This could be a very rewarding career. What are you looking for in an agent?
We're looking for people that have an entrepreneurial streak in them. They are looking to start their own business. They like seniors. They want to interact with them. And then problem solvers, that can come in there and learn these little things that we've just talked about. and how to simply help them navigate through those weeds.
Yeah.
And if they like that, we will train them, we will show them how to do it. They do have to eventually get a license with the state. We'll show them how to do that for free. If they're interested, we just need people that can come in and give us a hand.
All right, I'm gonna go back to a question that I asked you last time because people keep stopping me and asking me this. They're like, okay, they weren't 65 in December or October, December during that enrollment period, but they turned 65 since then, or they're about to. So do they sign up for Medicare now, or do they have to wait until that enrollment, traditional enrollment
Such a
period?
great question. A lot of people do that. So the open enrollment, or the annual election period at the end of the year, is for people to make a change. So when you are turning 65, that is like your free ticket to do whatever it is that you need to do to get into Medicare, to pick your plan, etc. So when you're turning 65 and you become eligible, you have questions, pick up the phone and call, because you have carte blanche to do pretty much what you want.
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna pick up the phone and call you to take care of my Medicare, and then I'm gonna call you to get a job with y'all, to be an agent. I'm gonna do it all.
Whatever.
I'm gonna do it all, yeah. Senior Health Services offers more than just Medicare consultation. If you are looking for services or would like to join their team, you can give them a call at 281-894-7540. Again, that number is 281-894-7540. You can also visit their website at seniorhealthservices.com. I didn't say I was coming next week or anything. I got a little bit of time. All right.